So yesterday we discussed about the get method and post methods and their normal behavior. Okay, and also we have observed about abnormal behavior. Okay, get method normal behavior when you try to access a web page, maybe like within a minute, 1 minute, you might be seeing somewhere around uh, uh, I have seen around 20 get messages within 1 minute. Okay, sometimes I can say it as like 5 seconds, you can say. Okay, but the post methods you'll be having around maximum, as you can see, is 1 second. You might send one maximum. That is what you can get it because you are feeding the data. How you can feed the data? Like entering some username and password in that particular fields. So abnormal means like some scanning or crawling or some kind of attacks when it is happening, right? Okay. During that time, you'll be sending multiple get requests. The same way, post also the same thing. Okay. You'll be sending the multiple requests. Okay. So that means that there is some abnormal activity happening from your side. So usually, when it comes to the post values, as I said, this is the one, and when it comes to the some adverse normal activity, adverse search adverse for coupons or anything, if your company is allowing something like that, okay, maybe like 50 in 30 seconds. Okay, 50 request, post request, like related to your information about like different website links might have you are given permission for them. So multiple post requests will be going from the same system. Okay, and there will be it will go like this. Multiple post requests from the same system. If you open this system's okay post request graph, it might be like something like maybe may not be there this traffic, but all of a sudden maybe 50 post request, all of a sudden it will increase and immediately stops and it will continue. Okay, for this is say for example 30 seconds what do you say spike. Okay, or like 1 minute spike, and this is like for 30 seconds. Okay, so this is a kind of spike you will get, and it will get stopped. It will get stops within immediately within 13 seconds itself. Okay, so these are the two different. And when it comes to here, like you might be sending like downloads. Okay, say for example, normal way. This is also normal. Okay, these two are normal. Um, and where it is here. Okay. So before downloading, you will be doing like patches or something like that. So maybe you might be connecting if you see like 2 to 3 URLs you will be connecting, right? So that might also be there. Okay. So maybe within 1 second you might be able to get 2 to 3 URLs you will try to get. Okay, during the download. So then after first it will connect to the main server, then after that it will allow to which server it has to connect. So after connecting it, you might be downloading that software or something like that. So this is like the usual number of kind of activities what you see for get and post, but for the normal. But when it comes to the abnormal, okay, abnormal. Okay, what I've told you, like you are trying to scan the system. Okay, that's what, right? Okay, when you are crawling, okay, or when you are doing some attacks, okay, you'll be sending automated traffic from here, and you'll be sending some scanned requests from here, and you'll be doing some kind of um, web crawling here. So these will be sending huge amount of what do you say get requests. Okay, huge amount of get request. It might be from ranging from like what do you say? I can say like maybe so much so that you should be like intimated when there is an attack is happening. Like if you are getting like more than 400 get request within a span of minute, then you just alert it. But you should be like having a dashboard created, okay, for your sake, where like from any specific source, okay, 0 to 100, 0 to 199, then state it as information like for us, okay. Means you'll be creating, just no need to create this, just 0 to 99. Uh, how many distinct DC you say? Distinct account means from the specific only one client, each client, only one client, okay, distinct count of IPs, okay, which have got get request within 1 minute 0. That count you will be seeing, the count. Distinct count means the IPs and how many of the IPs. Like if it is one means you can directly click on that and see which IP is that and what are the get request he has made. Okay, and 0 to I mean like 199 to 290 200 to 299. Okay, this is like kind of how many users are there like that. Okay, and um, 300 to 399. Okay, how many users are there? I mean, I can say like 0 to 199. Okay, so you will get it. Okay, these many number of users are there. Okay, if you say if the user is here, okay, and if user is like uh, greater than 299 request and less than like this functions you will be using. Okay, the DC count value is okay distinct get request how number of get request count you'll be using like this for this 0 greater than 0 for this thing less than 199. So this it will give you this thing and greater than 299 like this. Okay, get is equal to get count of uh, count of get is equal to 299 greater than 299 like that you will be getting. Okay, so this is one type. Okay, okay, count of it, all these things you'll be doing that. Okay, so this is the abnormal thing, right? So this is for the get request. Post request, the same thing you'll be doing it like, but you know that the number of post requests it will be like any system sends 0 to maximum 99 means you should know notified. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, you should have an alert, but you can see that how many people actually are crossing what do you say uh, 200, then you get an alert as per the stat. I mean like kind of the suggestion, but what I can say one system within say for example 5 minutes, okay, within 5 minutes if it's sending uh, say for example 99 requests, then it is itself an alert for my context. But you can tell them that we have kind of a dashboard like this, and which when we get reach more than like 90 199, we are like more than 200, we are raising an alert. Okay, like that. So that's what we have discussed yesterday. No doubts, right? Yesterday class.
We are
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about 1x, I mean like status codes. Okay. So 1xx we have, 2xx we have, 3xx we have, 4xx, 5xx. Okay. So we'll be predominantly concentrating on this particular part because we have 404 not found. Okay. So why we need to monitor it? Okay, why don't first we focus on any other thing? Because the main thing, if you are trying to reach either from internally or from externally, okay, from this is from internal, from one machine, or this is from external, that is from internet. Okay, so this server. So if the web page what you are requesting, if it is not there, if it is not there, you will get 404 not found. Okay, the this response the server has to give for the people who are is trying to reach them. Okay, with some get request or post request. Okay, so now we are concentrating on the responses that server has providing as 404. Okay, so sometimes what happens is, say for example, a specific user, okay, he will be um, like he'll be trying to uh, like internal user trying to connect to the external systems, okay, and he might be getting multiple. So, for example, if some user, if he's trying to reach some specific, um, say for example, within 1 minute of time, you might have actually uh, like like how many times he might have uh, reached multiple requests. Like he might have sent 300 requests, okay, using some kind of upgrading or some kind of mechanism tools, okay. So you might have sent 30 requests and you might have got some 20 NX domains or 20, sorry, not NX domain, 2404, 20, 30 you can say, 3404 not found messages. So that is like usually that is a regular activity. Some users they might be like trying to do that, but whereas um, for the web server, okay, for the web server, if it is like normal user, okay, this is a normal user activity. But 404 hours so for scanning, it will be like way beyond that. Okay, this is 404 not found over the time. Okay, over the time from different users. Okay, this is a whoever is like top users are like over the time 15 minutes I've checked, and this guy is having more. So what you can see that distinct users from past 15 minutes, so you can create the count. Okay, like this it will be, like this it will be. Which user is having more? Okay, if this is from external system and it is having 404 errors itself. Okay, this is also 404. This is also 4, but this is a uh, user's IP address from outside. This is from internally. This is from outside. This is from outside. Means these guys are trying to do something. Get those IP addresses and try to block them. Okay, but before to that, you have to investigate. See what is the request he has done. Is it a genuine request? Really we don't have that page earlier which we were having it. That kind of analysis you will be doing it for before you block him. Okay, if he's a genuine user is trying to access, might be like he's trying so much so fast, like within 1 minute he might have sent 30 to 40 requests like that, completely like just copying pasting, might have done it, whether he is able to access all those pages or not. We should not block them as well. Okay, but if he is sending all the web pages, but most of them, if they are actually like are 404 not found, means maybe like out of say every uh, like 100 request, if it is only one request, if it is successful, means there is something fishy is there, so just block them. Okay, whoever should not be there. Okay, so this is you are identifying the too much bad things, whatever, like someone is trying, not bad thing, bad responses from your server. Okay, so not only the successful responses, you have to also observe 200 OK messages, which is successful. Okay, so what you have to what do you say? What you have to sense with this? Okay, so if there are like a specific from a system, okay, and uh, if they are actually trying to see, okay, so for example, what I can say is um, within like specific amount of time, if there are from your to your company, um, there might be like sending lot of requests, okay, but the problem is I understand like many of the users they might send the request and they will get response. What it is, say for example, 200 OK. Okay, usually maybe the threshold it is like somewhere around maybe you might send 10 get or post request usually per 5 to 10 seconds. Example, I'm just telling to this website, to this particular website, like your company website, company.com. Okay, but maybe that particular thing it is like someone has sent within like went somewhere around say for example 1 minute of time. Okay, 1 minute of time. This is like 5 minutes if you take. This is 1 minute. Example. Okay, you got like you have sent 200 OK messages. Is it possible within 1 minute, like a person getting from your side 200 OK messages? So it is important for you to monitor, okay, that particular aspects as well. Okay, so don't think that only like since the successfully all the requests are went, but you might have already got some information from your from others that like 1 year before or someone kept it in their somewhere dark web that oh this company these URLs it was working for me. Okay, use them. I have done the scanning and these URLs were working. So this guy might have taken that. He have done only he has feeded this thing to the crawler or it can be a scanner. So what he has done is he has sent it. Okay, out of 1 minute. Okay, maybe like 30 or 40 successful requests they have got. So that means there is something fishy is there. Okay, is this clear for you guys?
Yep, yeah, Raghav, yep.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Raghu.
Okay. Um, so, so that's what. What I want to say here is, you are checking not only abnormal thing, you are with respect to the successful things. I mean, like for the unsuccessful things, for the abnormal behavior for 200 OK should also be checked. What if he hasn't got much of failed responses? So you might have missed it. He's an attacker. But if you don't have this particular dashboard, okay, you won't be in a position to know that if attacker somehow he got all the existing URLs and he has just checked whether they are working or not. And within that 1 minute, he has got so many responses about the positive, like successful 200 OK messages, but you failed to identify him. Okay, so always this kind of dashboards are important. Not only bad, but also good is also you have to check. Too much good is bad. That's what they say it in the materials. Okay. So just check, like just if you have any other, what do you say, um, thing you can actually think of it, you can come up with other scenarios as well. Okay. Um, see, and one more thing is, say, uh, this is one particular. website. Okay, and you are uh, you'll be keeping multiple pages or websites in this particular web server. Okay, now you are accessing one, like this client will be accessing, client one is accessing this page, client two is accessing this page. Okay, um, this this might be uh, client three is accessing this page. Okay, a similar way. Okay, you take the websites which are like, as I said, like say I am a very big company. Okay, internally only I have multiple, not web pages, websites I have within the same server. Very big company. I will be maintaining multiple websites within the same server. Okay, this might be my payroll. This might be my some payroll staging server. This might be some payroll production server. This might be payroll sometime. Okay, but these are all different URL based. These are different websites only altogether. If you open this, some different web page will come. This, if you open this, some different web page will come. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay, so multiple, what do you say, websites, whether they are there or not, how you are going to get to know about it, guys? Now, if I open, what will be the common? If I open this website, this website, this website, this website, this website, this website, what
Parent domain is common.
where what is that field?
URL.
Huh? No,
URI.
no. What in the HTTP header field tells that which server it has to go and connect?
Destination.
The route path, right?
What is the name? Got it? Okay. See, um, that is called as host. Got it? Got it, right? Host is equal to www.google.com. Okay. This host might be something, the main system. Okay. He might be trying to reach this website, this website, this website. So this might be some IP address also, or domain also, anything. Okay. So what I want to say here is, okay, when someone is hosting multiple websites, okay, so usually there will be something called as the host names. So these host names you have to like monitor. Host name header fields you have to monitor in the web traffic. 1 minute, man. Okay, these host names you have to monitor. If someone is actually, 100% that to the external world, you are only giving like 100%, that you are giving only some specific name that you will be giving it. Okay, maybe like say for example, yours is a company name .com will be host name example. Instead of that, if the host field is having some IP address, okay, just take that and identify who is that, what type of request, okay, and then you immediately uh, note it down and make sure like you, if it is like from this user, multiple traffics are coming, multiple requests are coming within the some amount of time with by holding host whatever the get, okay, something will be there, right? Host with some ID, okay? Then definitely uh, it is going to be some fishy thing is there, okay? Or sometimes there will be like what do you say, some kind of um what do you say, how I can say, uh, easiest way how we can say, okay, so okay, there will be like when these things will happen is mostly the times, okay? If you find some malwares, okay, yeah, that is the thing, yeah, let me check. If you find some malwares, right, usually what they will be doing is um, they'll be using they don't they don't use malwares. They what they do is they will be trying to reach with some IP address only, some 100 dot 10 dot 3.5 like this. Okay, they will be like configured in such a way that most of the times hardwares, because DGA algorithms it is very hard to create. But whereas in malware, if they are redirecting some traffic, means they are identifying immediately. See, malware, if you have something running, you don't take risk from your bots to go and again connect to some DNS. Okay, the traffic to reach to the attacking, like whichever the compromised, some whichever the system you are trying to attack, right? This is a bot which is you are trying to attack from here to here. Okay, so this machine, the malware is there now. So from command and control C to C, what you will do is you will try to send the IP addresses only. Like when you are sending some web traffic from this particular systems, instead of you send the DNS request, what you'll do is you'll be keeping the whatever the request get request you'll be sending, right? You'll be usually sending the IPs. This is called as um, uh, like naked IPs. Okay, naked IPs. Okay, so this is the important information that you have to remember. If you are getting only like the naked IPs traffic onto your systems, means from multiple requests from a specific user or multiple user, then you consider that it might be a part of something. What do you say? Suspicious thing. Okay. So this is one thing, and you know that uh, usually what is your URL length? Means like whatever the get, okay, whatever you write it here, right? You know that what is your URL length, okay? So 100% your all biggest URL might be like somewhere around 250 or something, or some, say for example 100 is there, okay? There are like some 300 are there, okay? 100 length, 100 like that, 300 URLs are there. Like 200 length you have some, say 50 you have it, some 1000 URLs, like 0 to 50 kind of range, this number of letters in this URI, right? So that might be like, and along with the host name, if you combine all together, or you just take this much alone, you might be having 1000. Say for example, 50 things, 50 less than 50, you have 1000. Okay, and 50 to 100, you might be having some 300. Some 200, you have only 10. Okay, and um, some 300. Okay, uh, some 200 to, okay, this is 100, 50 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300. Okay, just think like that. Okay, this is not 200. Okay, this is 50. this 100, 200. Okay, this much is enough. Okay, so you know that if someone is trying to reach, okay, to your website with GET request, okay, and you know that if they are coming with big URLs as GET request itself, okay, or post request, whichever it is, okay, very post, I don't think it will be, I don't think, let me check. Post also will be there, definitely. Okay, GET or post. If you are sending the whatever the URL, means this might be some tool is generating, and this use URL length. If URL length is greater than this, as I said, 200, okay, then definitely this might be like not falling under any of these URLs, and then that whether it is irrespective they are successful or not successful, try to raise an alert. Okay, some web servers definitely they use long URLs, but the incoming request itself, you know that it should not be beyond 200 or something. Okay, usually. Then observe if they are to the whatever the 300 URL based. Okay, then definitely. How you are going to write the query for that? Okay, first you will be counting the length of the URL using first calculate. In Splunk only you should calculate this. Okay, you will get it. No need to worry. Later we'll discuss about it. Then you take the index. Okay, you take the source type, means like all web logs wherever it is there. Okay, now you got the web logs into your system. Okay, and definitely URI will be there, right? Okay, the URI length. Okay, first you whatever you write, you have to uh, what do you say? Calculate this entire thing. Okay, calculation. This calculation you have to do. Okay, then you have to write the condition. If URI length, okay, is greater than 200, okay, then stats count you will be creating the dashboard. Okay, and if you want alert, what you have to do? You have to take this, okay, and you will get the list right as output as events. Okay, now when you select the option alert, okay, how many, like it will show you like all this is this when you want this everything. Here you will get occurrences. Okay, so how many events if it happens, like here how many events should be there, like how many requests. If you find that time you just give like 5 requests if the URL lengths are more than say for example 200, okay, that to within a span of 5 minutes. Okay, then you raise an alert. Okay, so this is how you are going to find the length thresholds. Okay, got it right? Hmm?
Yeah. So this would be like alert will be generated by L2, right? Not by L1.
Yeah, it is called as power users who are having the access. Got it right?
Yeah.
They will be doing that. Hmm?
That creation will be the role of L2 or L1, sir?
It is L2, but no one will be going to stop. Okay, for you when you create your own, like what you can do is when you create a dashboard, or if there are others have created, you can clone that dashboard. Just give some different name, and you can have your own dashboard. Okay, so once if you have your own dashboard, you can, means like one copy of the same thing if you have. If you want to enhance those dashboards, you can do whatever you want on that cloned dashboard and give the source code to the again back to the developers. Means like your power users, means your L2s. Okay.
Yes.
So those guys they will take it, and if they will review it, if it is really good, whatever you have developed, they will merge it into the main whatever the dashboard they have it, right? They will replace that with this. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, because you don't have the permissions to merge them. Okay, yeah. So Next, we have the user agent part. Yeah, user agent. Okay, so first thing you remember, okay, I will be explaining the complete in-depth part of this particular thing later point of time. But as of now, you remember that, okay, um, just as of like what is the significance of it? Okay, so why we need to identify user agent? Because the web request, if it is coming from browser, you will have different. Okay, let me check. I think we have. Let me show you one small example. I think we have it. Okay, what is that website? Source type is equal to. I think source type is equal to. Oh God, axis combined. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Let me show you some. Uh, yes. Yeah. URIs where it is here. Okay. If I show you not URIs, okay, user agent, user agent, user agent. Yeah. If I show you here something, okay, take this particular thing. Okay. Whoever is developing open source tools, okay, whoever is developing the open source tools. Yeah. Okay, let me first show you this thing only. What is the difference that you are observing? Okay, here, the user agents. What fields you are observing different? Where you have observed really specific user agent looks to be something fishy. Which one you're thinking? Take your own time. Got it? Anything? See the last one. This is for example, let me tell you, okay, research, scanning for research. You got it right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Scanning for research. Some people open source tools they will be providing right to the external world. Okay, you won't get the same user agent. Okay, when you are building it, they don't allow also when they create their own tools for scanning or anything. They don't allow to create the traffic uh, from these kind of user agents like this only directly. Okay, so that is the reason what you will see is you will see for research or from specific product. Say Nessus means it will be there as Nessus web scanning. If it is Aquantix means let me check this thing. I don't remember. What is the spelling of Aquantix? A-C-U-N-E A-C-U-N-E-T-I-X. A-C-U-N-S-N-E-T-I-X. server logs. I clicked something wrong. Acunetics. Acunetics. Correct only, right? I don't know. Okay, let me check. Okay, this is the scanning for research, scanning for research, scanning for research. Okay, this is the user agent. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so status.
Status is top of the
Huh?
top,
NNOP.
top side.
Huh? Top, huh?
Top.
Here.
More.
Huh? Oh, I have kept it here. Huh? Okay. Okay. Fine. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm getting a call. Sorry guys, it was an important call, so we cannot do anything. Okay. So what I want to tell you guys is like some kind of um, systems, okay, which are actually very much what do you say, the applications which are very uh, these guys who are like crypto miners, all these guys are very much most of the times they'll be doing um, uh, uh, they'll be using for mining all these things. Okay, what is crypto mining? Do you have any idea,
No, sir.
guys? Okay, so usually what they will do is they will utilize your CPU and memory. Okay, that is your processing power, and they will be um, using your resources and doing some mathematical calculations, okay, for resolving some blockchain problems. Blockchain problems, okay. Blockchain problems means like they'll be having a ledger, okay, who has sent what, who has received what kind of cryptocurrency related some these things for every 15 minutes or 20 minutes, okay, depending upon the type of cryptocurrency, a blockchain has to be resolved. Okay, all the transactions has to be legitimately someone has to confirm. So there won't be any what do you say, uh, uh, like centralized bank or anything. It will be just open source systems. Okay, if you are a person who signs up for validating that, okay, so you can sign up. Other people also can sign up. Okay, but what it is required to do this, they will give you small chunk of problem resolving some what do you say, some kind of algorithm they will give you to run it. Okay, that algorithm, instead of this guy is having running a big like mega size server, okay, what he'll do is he don't, I mean like these guys, it's open source, right? So everybody, there will be people from the communities, they will just provide the CPU power for this to get this block to resolve. So this entire block, once it get resolved, these guys will get every one, once this gets resolved, some few coins will be released. So amount of processing power, whatever you invested to resolve this, like maybe like 100% of work, if you have given like 50% of the work you have done, another 50% this guy has done. So if there are 10 coins coming, cryptocurrency coins coming, so this guy will receive 50 coins and this guy will receive 50 coins. Okay, means 5 coins and this guy will get 5 coins. So as the competition grows, instead of you are doing what on your machine, you will do some kind of websites, you'll hack them, and you'll put some snipping code which performs this action. Okay, the people who come to your websites, okay, so when they try to put this, there will be a lot of things happening in the background. So you have to see that user agent, what kind of user agent this website is there, and is it from the like website itself or some kind of some application which is trying to have some different kind of, so all those things you have to make sure. So this will be like if you go to the crypto mining containing in any organization kind of searches, you will see better explanation than what I have given. Okay, so you have to see that kind of crypto miners will be there. So you have to see any what kind of agents they are there, okay, using, and what kind of traffic they are sending, and if there is any increase in the CPU, all those things you have to do check the CPU graph after this browser launch happened. What is the CPU, and it will be like constant forever, okay, until he closes that particular website or browser. Got it right? Okay. So these kind of graphs should not be there. Okay. So CPU and memory increase after launching the browser over the period of time like this. Usually it should be like this. Okay, so this much amount, huge, this is a huge gap. Okay, this is normal, this is abnormal. Okay, so that is what I was referring to. Okay, so when you are monitoring, these are the things you have to monitor, but it's very good. You will be getting huge traffic, correct, right? Now, what did I do when I want to like to search for alerts? What specific thing I'll be doing? Okay, I have to remove like kind of your like Microsoft related some APIs which are trying to send their request now and then very like for every 1 minute they'll be trying to send from internal to external or from external to internal they'll be coming. Okay, so these are some user agents which you have to filter, keep them aside, because if you include them you'll be seeing 1 million logs, and if you remove them you might be seeing 10,000 logs. Okay, got it right, guys?
Can
Guys,
you repeat?
yeah, so don't look too much, whatever you know that it is good. Okay, when you are writing the queries, if index is equal to this and uh, source is equal to uh, source type is equal to access combined, okay, and not you keep like this, okay, and write whatever you want, say um, Microsoft whatever, the if user agent is equal to so and so, you know 100% this is for this thing, okay, and sometimes you might be seeing like user agent is equal to Microsoft Outlook Exchange. People will be logging in, right? That thing you remove it. Okay. Um, like um, uh, like say for example, all your known user agents. Okay, or like that you can keep it. Okay. Okay. So with this, what you'll do, like whatever 1 million logs, it'll turn down to be like 50 or 100 events because you have cleared known. Now you got unknown. Okay, so now you do some kind of research on them, and then you come to know that in them also if there is any known thing is there. Okay, then uh, after doing some research you have come to know, then you can update it. But what are apart from these, okay, like after you updating everything, if apart from these, if any new user agent comes, okay, apart from these, any new user agent means not any of these, okay. If count is like, say, for example, the user agent, how many type of user agents which are you are coming is like the user agent name and count. What is the value? Those like top 10 you have to observe in the dashboard, okay. And in the alert, what you have to do is if any not anything of if they are not any of these user agents, but if you are like if you are getting anything new user agent and if you are getting like uh, the count is say for example maybe 500 or something, okay, or may you take 200 in 1 minute, 1 minute from single client, then you raise an alert. Okay, within single user, if you are getting to 200 user agent requests, and why you are doing all these things means if anyone gets failed, any now 404, if it is getting failed to trigger, at least you have something called as this particular user agent based thing, which is helping you to understand like, or requests are there, just go and see what has happened over there, whether they are successful or not successful. Got it right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Yeah, yeah.
getting it right? Huh? So that is important things. So That's what we have discussed till now. So what and all we have covered, guys? But once we are writing the logs, you will come to know about them. Okay. But just let's see what we have covered here. Okay. Okay. First of all, we have covered the most focus to be given to um, the HTTP related um, different types of get or post, uh, normal and abnormal activities. Okay. Okay. Now, the second what you have to see is you have to see if any IP based requests are coming to your system. Okay. That is called as naked IP in the host name field. Correct, right? Okay. So the third one is like the length of URIs or URLs, whatever you say. Okay. As I said, if it is like greater than 250 or something like that, if it is coming, okay, then definitely the length is greater than 250 means start monitoring them. Okay. Whether it is coming in or when it is going out. Okay. Just remember that. Okay. And create incoming one thing and panel right side for outgoing one thing. Okay. Just like that. Okay. So, and the fourth one is, as you have mentioned, get request and post request, and you have to see for responses also. Okay. Like for especially 404 and 200. NX domains, anyhow, you are monitoring through DNS logs. Okay. No need to worry about that. Here, 404 and 200, you will be monitoring it. Okay. Then after that, user agents. Make sure which user agents are to be allowed. Means that's what I said. Not, okay, okay. Display only the events which are not, okay, like whatever the Microsoft user agent, whatever it is like, what do you say, the API is based, whatever your organization API is based, and agents like user agents like Chrome browser, okay, you know it definitely, and you know that there is some mail exchange related. So all those things you filter out. Remaining thing I'll monitor. Okay, just that is the thing. So this is about the what do you say? Something about the HTTP related. HTTP. Are you guys clear with this? What scenarios? What is the profiling approach? What we have to follow, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Now we are going towards the HTTP. Yes, got it right. Okay. Now, what is HTTPS? What is difference in between HTTP and HTTPS? Okay. Now let us see. For HTTPS, okay, if I have any traffic coming to it, okay, if I select that traffic, anything, if it is HTTP traffic, HTTPS traffic, let me check you guys here. Okay, I cannot go through this. Where it is? Yeah, take this. Okay. So, is this the data? Are you able to see this data? Huh? Guys, are you able to
Not
see this data?
encrypted.
Huh? It is
Yes, sir.
encrypted, right? It is
Encrypted.
everything is
Yeah.
in gibberish format. Correct, right? It
Yes.
is not the normal format. It is the gibberish format, something which got encrypted. Okay. So it is very hard for someone to understand it. Okay. So there should be some kind of mechanism to be in place to understand such data also. Correct, right? Okay, let me make it up. Okay. So what kind of data that helps us? Anyhow, data you cannot, like headers or anything, you cannot monitor because all the headers are encrypted. Correct, right? Am I correct or not? Okay. So the people who are communicating from internally to the external or externally to into your organization, some scenarios that help you to understand, because earlier for HTTP you can see all the headers properly, but HTTPS it is all the data that is coming from the encryption. I mean like what do you say? Data that is coming from the top layer is encrypted. Okay, that is the application data is totally encrypted. Okay, they're using like TLS or SSL kind of algorithms. Okay, what kind of algorithms they use for encryption? TLS or SSL kind of encryption techniques that they use. Why? Because you will be sending sensitive information. I don't want to disclose it to the entire world. Okay, so is it possible to decrypt them? I don't think. Okay, any data, whatever it is encrypted until unless you don't have the keys, okay, it is very hard for you to decrypt them. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so next part, what I want to tell you is it is already you think it is protected. Okay, HTTPS is protected, but might be this is the approach which attackers might be using as their cover-ups. Might be the attack is happening, but the data, whatever he's carrying out or using some HTTPS. Got it right? He has done some something, some kind of approach he's using to get connect with the server or to connect with the client. So now we have to see something. Attackers might also use HTTPS for their own malicious purposes. So um, it's better for us to understand how we can get it. So uh, as I said earlier, if you take this particular Mozilla and go to the internet where it is options, okay. So if you go to that, okay, view certificates, okay, these are the certificate authorities which are there giving certificate, okay, for different service like services, whatever you get on the internet, right? These are the people who are giving the certificate, like Verisign, okay, like Komodo, okay, GoDaddy, okay, GoDaddy, okay. So all these guys are there, okay, certificate giving bodies there, okay. Whether it can be TLS or SSL, these guys are providing. But that whatever the see this Flipkart is there, okay. I want to view it, okay. Who was given certificate for them? Let us see. Certificate authority, nothing is there. Digital signed, sensitive object. So GoDaddy has given, okay. GoDaddy has given the certificate authority. Okay, this is authority info. Online certificate status, OCSP. Okay, the same thing. Even if you have HTTP or HTTPS, okay, this will be coming at the time of the. Let me check if I have anywhere. Let me check here itself. If I have beginning like Flipkart.com. beginning of the communication when I do, right? Oh God, I did a mistake. Would have stopped it and kept it. Okay. Okay. Now I did it. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let me go back here. Yeah. There will be something called as application data. Is it there or not? Okay. Let's come back here. No, not this. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Give me a second, guys. I will give you. Okay, let me give here. Okay, let it be like this. IP dot um, yeah, or TLS. And let me get what is the hmm, okay. How we have actually on that day we have deactivate, we have identified it. Let me check once again. Clear it, reactivate it, no, cancel it. Okay, stop it. Okay, now let me go here. Okay, lot of my voice is also going out, right? So that is the problem. Is there anywhere certificate or anything? This is trying to get that. Okay, okay, okay. Why, what is the mistake I've done? Why it is not getting filtered? Okay, here it comes. Okay, see here the DNS query happened, all those things happened. Okay, fantastic. Now, till now, whatever the SYN request, everything, whatever you have sent, okay, that is the connection. Who will be taking care? Which layer will be taking care of the connection? Guys, guys, which layer will be taking care of the connection? Transport layer, right? SYN, SYNAC, ACK. Am I not audible?
TCP, transport. No.
Ah, okay. So till here transport layer. Then you are trying to, you said first you try to connect them. Okay. Boss, I would like to have a connection with you. SYN request I am sending. Then you might be receiving some SYNAC response. Then after that you will be sending ACK. Okay. Then the connection is established. Let's have like, since we have established the connection in between, you and ACK will be sent by third step, right? By our client to that Google server. Okay. Let me IP address. Okay. Is equal to, that is better, I guess. 163 dot 53.76.86. Consider this is the some system. Okay. Okay. Now, if you see here, okay, you sent SYN request, then SYNAC you got, then ACK happened. Is there any application data flowed over there? If you see here, anywhere? No application layer. If you see here,
Not now.
correct, right? It is not there.
Yes, of
But
course.
whereas if you see here, Application data is there, but that's why it is encrypted in transport layer security. This is the application layer only. Now it has got transport layer security. Okay, see the certificate or everything. See all this. So what is happening here? Just to see this, the client has sent the client request. Client sent client hello. Client hello will be having the plain text like I would like to have some connection with you. Okay, secure connection with you. Okay, these are all my capabilities. If you see here, I can yeah, I can support these kind of protocol suites. Client is telling TLS ES, TLS ES 256, TLS Chacha, TLS ECHDE. All are these are different kinds of supporting algorithms that our client is telling, our browser is telling it to the server, web server. Okay, I would like to have a secure communication. So I am sending you hello. Okay. So all other related information like signature, algorithms, what it can follow, all that information, key sharing, how it can perform, all that it told, okay, to that server. Now the server sent excellent, okay, uh, use this particular thing, okay, all such information. Let's have communication in between you and me. They have done some communication in between them, and they have agreed, and the server has actually sent a certificate to the client. Okay, server has sent a certificate to the client. Okay, so this certificate is nothing but some information. Okay, like this. Okay, this certificate one, and this is certificate length, and this is the actual certificate. Okay, this certificate is whatever we have seen, right? Where it went, Mozilla. Yeah, yeah, this one, this information. Got it, guys? This
Yes, sir.
certificate,
Yeah.
this certificate information. These are all information will be there. You won't have the client related information, okay? But this all information will be there, okay? To this is my domain name, server name, all this information will be there, okay? But nothing client related, any information won't be there. It is like server related information will be there, okay? So the server has sent it to the client, okay? This entire thing is their certificate related information. This is the signed certificate, who is the has given the authority, all such information, algorithms, okay? Everything is there, okay? So what you have to, like, these are the fields. GoDaddy is the root server. See, GoDaddy is the root server. Whether we have the GoDaddy's root server for this. Ah, yeah. See, GoDaddy, right, is the root server for them. Correct? GoDaddy root certificate authority, this guy for Flipkart. Okay. So you can get a lot of information from there. Okay. For you to analyze even HTTPS also, because attackers will be using some kind of filthy certificates, which are like their own certificate. Okay. Um, uh, you remember that HTTPS traffic when you are inspecting, only few things you have to remember. Okay. First thing, check the issuer authority where it is. Okay. Issuer name. Okay. Whether this organization is a valid organization or not. First thing in the certificate. Okay. Either here also you can check it. Okay. Yeah. You can say this GoDaddy or anything. Okay. Issuer authority. Issuer authority. Okay. Find the certificate. You have it here. Yeah, here like this, at least issuer. Okay, like this issuer authority. Yeah, this is nothing but IDAT, common name is nothing but issuer authority. That is GoDaddy. Okay, GoDaddy, it is telling it issuer authority for that particular, whether you accept it or not. Usually we will accept it. If it is a GoDaddy, then that must be a valid website that I don't mind to have it. Okay, so once if you get, like, where and all you can collect these logs, whether you can collect these logs from whichever the location. The important, you have so many, like validity, whether this particular certificate is valid or invalid. Now it is telling like UTC time here. Okay, this is the till 23rd. Got it right? Till which time? This is which time it is? 23 means when? After
2023.
another 23. Another next. Uh, you have 3 years, right? 21, 22, 23.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Till 3 years, the certificate is there, valid. Okay. Okay. Before it should be used. After that, it should not be used. Okay. So this certificate, whatever it will have, the validation date will be there. Check if the validity not before and this before UTC time values are beyond or before to that kind of values you have to check. First thing what you have to check, okay,
Issuer.
authority. We will see these things while creating the dashboards. And the second one is
Validity.
validity. Okay, the date. If sometimes expired. Okay, if you are allowing the traffic means something fishy is there. Okay, if the authority is self, then something is there. Self means whoever has developed, it will be like self. We will see. I'll explain you. Okay, so these things are very important. Okay, so self-signed anything is there means definitely just remember that self-signed. Okay, if it is not GoDaddy or if it is not some Komodo or if it is not from Google or someone, okay, these are the certificate authorities. Even the Flipkart also have to buy from any one of these guys. Okay, because these are the infrastructure holders or this kind of security infrastructure holders. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so these issuers authority is important. Okay, and the validity is also very important. Okay, so from where you are getting the traffic, this kind of traffics, encryption traffic, from where you are getting, you will be getting from the tools that these guys will be users. Okay, so say for example, they use Metasploit. Check for issuer authorities something like self or some other thing which is related to them, like Metasploit or anything. Some automation tools will also be there, right? They send the traffic to us. Okay, so that is, sorry, Metapreter. Okay, not Metasploit. Okay, so check whether any such traffic is there or not. Okay, because they do different kind of attacks like cross-site scripting, all these things, hashing and encrypting. Everything is possible over there. Okay, okay. So as I said, already we have discussed about what I can say. We have discussed about like what are the important informations that we have to focus, especially the issuing authority and expiry date. And say, so for example, you have fields are there. If it is a good certificate, it is this. Yeah, where it went. This is the one, right? Okay. Have you observed any field getting missed? Algorithm is equal to properly it is there. Key size is equal to properly it is there. Whether not everything is mandatory. Okay, some of them are mandatory and some of them are not mandatory. Okay, like hashing algorithms, all these certificate authority, all these things are mandatory. Okay, but if there are any fields that are okay, um, some fields which you are optionally, but if you are not keeping means, then you are not a professional. Okay, very good companies like Flipkart or Amazon, or if you take any very good websites, they will have all the certificate values with them. But if it is not there, some fields are empty because self-signed you created. You have created just some algorithm and some authority name as self, all those things it is there. Okay, but so many fields are empty. Then that says some fields um, some version numbers or some timestamp values or something like that, whatever, some certificate information. If it is missing, okay, some fields are missing here. Okay, yeah. If you see here, some fields are missing. Issuer, it will be there. Okay, subject might be, it will be empty, which is not mandatory, which it will be empty. Okay, extensions fields are something empty. Okay, so that means that it is a suspicious thing. Okay, it is a suspicious thing. Definitely, it is a suspicious thing. You can suspect to those things. Okay, am I correct, guys?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, what and all we have to cover now? Some traffic from these tools, and fourth one is empty certificate fields. This is the important thing that you have to. Okay. So, as I said, as usual, okay, index, source type, not, okay, certificate authority is equal to this, or certificate authority is equal to this, or certificate authority is equal. If any of these traffic, ignore it. Okay. Apart from this, okay, anything comes, you try to create a list. First, count certificate authority list. What is the count? Certificate authority list. What is the count? Okay, getting it right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Anything different, that count. If anything, like if you found suspicious, definitely. Alerts, okay? Certificate authority, like if out of this, but the fields are empty, okay? The certificate is expired. This kind of queries, this is one query and this is another query. Everything you will write the same. But if you find validity date expired or empty fields in the certificate, okay, then if you have like request more than two, like 5 you are getting, means raise an alert. Okay, got it right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the few important things that I have actually thought of explaining you with respect to um, the HTTPS related things. Okay. With this, almost we have covered the second book as well. Okay. Let's see third book tomorrow. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm? Let
Okay,
me
Ravi.
stop recording.